much do you credence do you put the fourth quarter when the game's tied and the ball's in his hands or he's behind and the ball's in his hands?
That's a good question right there. The thing that's you would put credence in that. The hard part is when you're evaluating quarterbacks, you don't always get a whole lot of looks at that. You know, like some guys might not be in that situation all year. Their team's either way ahead or way behind, or their defense is out there. So that's something that I usually do put in my notes when we're writing up quarterbacks, but it's not always a prominent thing. It's not like there's 100 of them. You know, there might be 2 or 3 of them.
Well, yeah, Jameis had his first comeback win Sunday. I just wondered if that's the kind of thing you look at Manning's numbers, you look at Brady's numbers. I just wonder if that's a big thing to you.
Sure, it is. It is a big thing. But at this point, you know, now that they're here, your quarterbacks are quarterbacks. So now you're just trying to help them the best way you can.
Aside from those 3 false starts, can you talk about Donovan Smith's play? He's performed well against some top pass rushers.
Donovan just throughout the whole year for a rookie to be thrown in at left tackle in the NFL, and he's going against somebody good every single week. And this last week was no exception. So, Donovan has, I said before, has exceeded expectations. We hit the jackpot. I've said that before. Jackpot on he and Allie. Just couldn't be happier with those guys. And we talk about Jameis in here all the time, that we expect Jameis to play like a 5-year veteran. We expect Donovan to as well. So, yeah, he had 3 false starts. He had some penalties, but the good things he's doing are far outweighing the negatives.
Where has he made the biggest improvement since training camp, in your opinion?
I would just say that just learning that he has to be on top of his game every week, because he's at the position he plays, he's always going against the most elite pass rusher they have. And when you come in here and you come from college, I don't think you really realize the guys you're going to be going against every week, how good they are.
Dirk, the fact that you guys lost some height with obviously Vincent Jackson and Safarian and Louis Murphy, how much does that alter what you try to do? And does it give you more of a conservative approach because you don't have really that height or some of the experience?
Totally takes away our pick and roll game. Takes away our alley-oops. That's not going 4 corners with all those little guys out there.
They did call them the Duccaneers when they first got those.
Well, take the height out of it. We're down some good players. Mm-hmm. I mean, tall guys, skinny guys, whatever they are, you want your best players out there, and we're down two really good players. The height thing, in my opinion, is a little bit overblown, but if you gotta I want good players first, and if they're good and tall, that's a benefit.
Dirk, how do you feel when you see Jameis Winston launch himself into the air the way he did the other day?
I feel sick to my stomach.
I mean, and I assume that you talked to him about maybe not doing that after the previous week.
You assume correctly.
But are you exhilarated by that as well, and the fact that this guy's willing to do anything?
No, there's no question he's willing to do anything. You can never question Jameis's heart, and so from that standpoint, I'd tell Lovey to talk to him about that, because he's not listening to me. You can't question his heart. That is a very dangerous play. It's dangerous injury to him, number one, which would hurt our football team, and second, as many times as you see guys do that, they fumble a lot. Yeah. And so I would rather see him go low and try to get it across that way. But again, you can't coach every single thing out of these guys. I mean, their instincts take over, and they're playing football. And like I say it every week, Jameis is a football player. There's no doubt about that.
We'll talk about a little about how just his ability to run down there in the red zone is giving you probably some options in your play calling that you might not have thought you had.
Maybe a little, but we're not calling a bunch of runs for Jameis. I mean, some of those are just happening. Those, either a scramble, or if we're on a bootleg play where it's a pass run option, and I say pass run, pass first.
Yes.
So, and that's what that was on the last play. we're not dialing anything up for Jameis to be the runner right now.
But just the fact that he's willing to, if it's not there
Yeah.
for him,
No,
he's
I
willing
get
to
it.
take that run.
Sure.
What does that do for you, or what does it do from a defensive standpoint? They got to look at that and say, hey, this guy's going to fucking run.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, a lot of teams run quarterback bootleg on the goal line, or run pass run options on the goal line. You only got to make 1 yard.
Coach, Philadelphia doesn't focus a lot on time of possession. Does knowing that you're going to have a lot more opportunities possibly to have your hands on the football change at all the way you call the game?
Is that an analytics question?
No, absolutely not.
I'd like you to head down that road.
Jump with that one.
We talked about that as a staff, and that's a tricky one, you know, because there's a couple teams in the league, Philadelphia being one, who really try to push the pace with their offense. Should that change the way your offense plays? I don't know if there's a right or wrong answer to that. You know, that's going to be somewhat dictated by what Coach Smith wants us to do, but in my opinion, you should probably stick to what you do best and not worry too much about that. But that may or may not be a factor. I mean, that's sort of an unproven, is that a factor or not? There's some people really believe in that, some people don't.
Coach, to me it looked like Jameis may have been a little hesitant, particularly early in the game, or maybe a little late with some of his throws. Was that the case? And if so, was Dallas doing anything differently? Or was there just not guys open at the time when he wanted to make the throw?
Well, first off, Dallas did a really nice job of mixing their defenses. Man and zone, different types of man, different types of zone, different pressures. They did a good job, and they have a good pass rush. With that said, yeah, Jameis was late a couple times, and that goes back to just being a rookie. I mean, when a team's not showing you exactly how we practiced it off the cards all week, that could be an issue for any rookie. And then on top of that, he was just off on a couple of throws. I mean, a couple of those balls, he's just got to make better. He's got to make better throws. Plain and simple.
What did you take away from Jameis's interception on Sunday?
What did I take away from him? That we didn't get any points. That's what I took away from him. You can't have it. I mean, those there are going to be turnovers throughout the course of the season. But there's going to be tip balls. There's going to be bobble. There's going to be sack, fumble. You're going to get hit. The ball's going to go up in there. That's going to happen. But when it's just quarterback throwing to receiver open, like we practiced it, we got to make those plays every time, and we did.
Coach, you talked about losing the height factor with ASJ and Vincent and Lewis out now, but you have these rookies who have come up like Adam and Dante, who've just stepped up in every way possible, whether it be blocking, catching the ball. What has impressed you most about them, and how much does that mean to have a guy that will pretty much do whatever it takes?
Yeah, love it. Those two guys. We can be criticized offensively for plenty. All right, there's plenty that we need to do better. But for guys going out there and playing hard, competing hard, and trying to do what the coaches are coaching them to do, I just told them in the meeting this morning, A+. These guys are doing a great job of that. And those two rookie receivers that you're referring to right there, couldn't be happier for them, couldn't be prouder of those two guys. Two guys undrafted, don't even know if they're going to make the team, and all of a sudden we put 3 wides out there, we got 5 rookies on offense. So happy for them, love their attitude during the week and in the game. Having guys that are willing to try to do it how you want them to do it, and then if we screw it up, then that's my fault for the matter if we don't give them the right things. But yeah, just really happy for those two guys.
Talk about the job, Dirk, that Mike Evans has been doing. While you're shorthanded in that department, and the challenge he presents to the corners to handle him without fouling.
Yeah. Well, Coach Smith talks to the team all the time about when we have guys hurt, everybody's got to do a little more. Everybody's got to do a little more. But Mike's a traditional X receiver who goes out there and gets single covered. We've asked Mike to do a lot. We're moving Mike. Mike's playing in the slot. He's playing Z. He's playing X. He's had to do more in the injured player's absence. So, and he was also, coming off maybe not his best game. So, a lot on his plate. Mike's a young player too. Mike's only in his 2nd season. So, hats off to him for a job well done last week. And then he is a tough matchup because of his size, number one, his power, and he's deceptively fast. You know, he doesn't burn it off the line of scrimmage like you think a real fast guy would. But when Mike gets going, he can really run. And you know, he got in a good rhythm over there in this last game against Dallas. He got in a good rhythm, and he kind of got 24 back on his heels a little bit. And you know, we kept going at it, and we had a couple other chances. You know, the one drive when we ended up, I don't know if we made that field goal or missed that field goal, but we went at him 2 times in a row, and we had him. You know, we got to make those plays. That's the difference between scoring another touchdown here or there.
How do you feel about the way you've run the ball the last couple of weeks?
Yeah, we have not run it as well the last 2 weeks as we have. In fact, that's one of the things we're addressing. Started this morning. You know, we haven't seen the players since the game, but we got some clips that we're going to show them after practice today when we watch the film. Coach Borhoff, our line coach, all of our coaches, we've got some things that we think are just mainly just in the details. It's not that our running backs are running any differently, but again, these teams don't just sit there in one defense. They're changing their looks, they're changing their pressures, and they get paid too, they get coached too. But you know, we have not been quite as sharp. Been very physical. This is not a question at all of effort or physicality. We just got to iron out a few details. Like most plays, if we're all on the same page, then we got a lot better chance to be successful.
Anything else?
What a piece of